I thought I'd let you in on what I'm doing here. Thought it might be of interest, you know. There was a mill in Longmont, and it was called the Great Western Milling Company, and it burnt down. I don't know when it did, sometime in the late 50s or 60s, I think. But there are still parts of it left standing, although fire has been a constant problem for it. In fact, I don't know for sure, but I think perhaps fire was what caused its final downfall. It was pretty successful. It was a feed mill. It was a flour mill. It belonged to the Checkerboard Square group for a while there. It's an interesting building because it's been added on to so many times, and it's interesting to see it. The main building, or the main buildings, don't exist anymore. The only thing left is this, which is, mine is kind of a miniature version of this, of these silos. The ones that are there, I think there are 6 silos. I don't really have room for 6 silos. So this is not an exact model of what's there or was there. It's a model that kind of fits in on the layout, but has many of the elements of the original building. And it's a combination of things. I built this, Scratch built that, PVC tubing, and then this was my old grain elevator from the old layout, which I have partially disassembled. This was part of it. This is a Walters kit. The only thing I've done on it so far is to assemble the 4 walls and this little cupola up here, put a couple of the minor details on it. There's some sort of a loading dock there, another loading dock back here. I've not installed any windows or doors or anything. I did paint it. I wanted it painted before I went any further. And then there's a brick addition, and so I scratch built that. Let's see here. How can I show you this? Whoops. So this is my version of the brick building that was there. It looks as though it might have been offices, but it's hard to say. I don't know. But I didn't have room for the entire building, so I just made a little piece here, and it fits like this. Well, actually it goes on the other side. Wrong side. Fits over here like this. And I will eventually fasten it or glue it to the main building. But for right now, and these are Tichy, whoops, just slapped the other layout. These are Tichy windows and doors, and I built this little, these steps I set the front door lower than the floor above, because it was very typical, I've noticed, of industrial buildings, to have part of the stairs going up to the main floor inside the building. I see that in a lot of old factory buildings and office buildings and things. I don't know why. One of my theories is it was because the ice that you would get in wintertime, although Colorado doesn't get much ice, but back in the Midwest where a lot of these people came from, ice was a problem, and if you put the stairs inside, then you didn't have ice. You didn't have ice problems. The original factory is very interesting because it was served by two railroads. It was served by what was commonly called the Baby Railroad, and also the Colorado and Southern. Later became the CB&Q, Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy. These photographs are courtesy of the Longmont Historical Society. They illustrate the orientation served by two railroads, eventually burned down. So this is a small area that I have to work with down here on the layout. I did add this spur, and that's about all the room I have for it. So what I'm planning on doing is putting this here, like so. And then this building goes about here. And then the brick office building part is going to go over there. Like that. And this was a part of the original little grain elevator. And so I'm just going to put it there. But, I want to give the feeling of the Great West Milling Company, not so much an exact model of it. So I just thought I'd bring you in and give you a chance to see how I'm going about this, and watch it get finished and installed on the layout. The windows and doors are from Tichy Train, and they have all kinds of detailing, plastic detailing items for N-scale. And the windows in the cannery are also the Tichy Train detailing items. Okay, let's go back. I'm working upstairs today. I'm not working at my desk. So let's go back up there and see if we can get this completed and on to the layout. Cornerstone kit. It's their Red Wing Milling Company kit. And the basic building bore a striking resemblance to the Great West. This is how far I got today. I got all the windows installed. There's a fire escape needs to be installed here. And windows and ventilators. I got the brick extension office building attached. I've started experimenting with signs, and this one is kind of tickles my fancy. I have the photographs show signage that is big block, bold block letters, and I think this is pretty well in keeping with the spirit of the signs on this building. I got the fire escape installed. On the other side, I've started to do a little weathering. Let's see if I can get this to where you can see it clearly. Mostly streaks of dirt, black. Mostly streaks of dirt, the roof to black. I diluted the, I painted black paint, the roof, flat black paint with alcohol. I diluted so that it would give me a slightly more streaky black paint, the flat black paint with alcohol. After all, so that it would give me a slightly more streaky, particularly tar and paper, and rock roofs are not really black. After all. In any event, I will continue, and I'll show you what I've got in a little while. Well, here it is in situ. Maybe there. Not positive just exactly how all these elements are going to line up. Well, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do now down there below. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. That's all I've got for this week, so see you next time on the Colorado and Northwestern. Bye for now.